Hello, Gen Xers. Coach Pam here, and welcome to this week's coaching conversation. This week, we are talking about strengthening your LinkedIn profile for greatest impact. So, I am here to support you on your journey to professional greatness. And so, let's talk about our LinkedIn profile. Does your LinkedIn profile need a boost? Not sure where to start? I have a few tips to share with you, so let's get started. Our first tip is to revamp your profile picture and your headline. Yes, we are starting with the profile picture. This picture serves as your digital handshake. Now, how many times has someone mentioned a name to you and you went straight to LinkedIn to check out that person? Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that does that. Your profile picture serves as first impression. This is what people see when they go to your profile. This is what people are thinking about you when they go to your profile. So your profile photo should be professional, have a nice clean background, be professional in appearance. There's no need to spend hundreds of dollars on headshots unless you want to. Like, do you? If that's your thing and you want to do some branding photos, go right ahead. Now, I could say no vacation photos, no photos with your pets or your kids. However, I will say you determine how you want to show up. How do you want others, or how do you want to be perceived by others? So if that's employers or recruiters or other individuals who are looking at your profile, what is it that you want your profile picture to say about you? All right. Next, under your profile, revamping your profile picture and the headline, you are not just your title. You are more than that. Titles are nice, but I will say and here. Titles are nice, and what else? What else is unique about you? Use the headline space to showcase what you bring to the table. For example, instead of marketing manager, try experienced marketing manager. Perhaps you might say you are a branding strategist, you are a content creator. Do you want to be identified by your title or by who you are? So get creative when you are describing what you do as part of your headline. Tip number 2 is crafting a captivating about section. Your about section is where you can tell your story. Only you can tell it. And so when you are telling your story, who are you? What motivates you? What have you accomplished? Here is where you can be true to yourself. And remember, it's not just about listing some random skills. It's about sharing your journey and what makes you unique. What will make someone want to partner with you? So tell your personal story in the about section. Some other things to consider or key elements in that about section is consider this section as a snapshot of your career, an opportunity to create your narrative where you get to tell your own story, make it engaging, include career highlights, and also use keywords to help your profile show up in searches. So when employers or recruiters are looking for certain skills or people with certain requirements, they may put certain keywords in the search bar. And so use some keywords that really describe who you are and what you do so that when people are looking for you, they'll find you. And then tip number 3 is promote your experience and your skills. So in the experience section, outline your career journey. Use bullet points to focus on your accomplishments and the impact that you've had. I'll pause here and say, keep the format consistent. However you format your work experience, make sure it's consistent throughout. So if you're using bullet points, use bullet points throughout. If you are just doing paragraphs, use them throughout. You want to make sure that your experience section is clean. People can read it, quick, short spurts of what you do in your role. And you want it to ensure that people can look at it at a glance and they can see exactly what's going on and exactly what you do. So for example, when you are putting those bullets there, instead of saying you managed a team, say you led a team of 8 to achieve a 20% increase in sales over 6 months. Numbers and results speaks volumes. So if you have some numbers that you could quantify the skills and the things that you've done and the outcomes and the results that you have provided in your role, use those to your advantage because they speak volumes. And when you're doing your work experience, add your top skills. All right. Ask for recommendations, and maybe it can be reciprocal. You give someone a recommendation, someone that you know that you've worked with, and you can vouch or validate their skills, and you give that to someone. Perhaps they could do a recommendation for you. And so you are exchanging the value that you see in each other. And so you have those on your profile because it can add credibility and depth to your profile. So not only are you saying that you're good at these things, but others are saying it as well because of their experience with you. So consider those when you are doing your profiles. And so here are a few other things to take into consideration when you are doing your LinkedIn profiles is to the content sharing. How active are you on LinkedIn? It's one thing to have a profile out there that's laying dormant, and we're giving you some tips to spruce it up a little bit, but how active are you out there? Are you commenting on posts? People are always posting all the time that they've received new skills or that they were promoted or it's their anniversary or it's their birthday. Are you out there engaging with your community? Perhaps you can write, or maybe you read an article that you thought might be worth sharing. Are you putting that stuff out there? These things can position you as a thought leader in your area of expertise. So start thinking about what value can you add to your LinkedIn profile by being visible out there? If that's your thing, if you can. And the other thing is networking. Networking doesn't mean going and starting to build relationships with a bunch of new people. On LinkedIn, you have followers, you have people that you are already connected with. So start there in building your community. Connect with professionals that you already know, or perhaps you have some people that you are connected to that you have some similar interests. Maybe you want to reach out to them and connect with them some kind of way. There are like-minded groups out there that may be of interest to you, depending on what your area of expertise is. There are other relevant discussions and conversations that you can be a part of. And so content sharing and networking are other things to take into consideration when you are out there upgrading your LinkedIn profile. So I have just provided you with several tips to give your profile a facelift. You can revamp your profile and headline, craft a captivating about section where you get to tell your own story. You can promote your experiences and your skills in a very creative way. And you can also start sharing content and begin networking with the people that you are already connected with. So with that, are you ready to reactivate your LinkedIn profile? Start implementing these tips today. And if you need personalized help, reach out. I am more than happy to help you shine. I have a link in my LinkedIn where you can schedule time with me. Let's talk and let's see how we can partner together to strengthen your LinkedIn profile. So until next time, keep elevating your potential and exceeding your limits. Take care.